Good morning, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages. How are you doing? So this is going to be Backhoe rebuild part 2, and very sorry for the audio in the last video. It cleared up. I guess there was some water that got in the microphone or whatever. But I'll show you where we're at. Oh, and I did confirm with John Deere this machine is a 1995 model. It was it was sold or built or whatever in South Haven, Mississippi, by way of Memphis, Tennessee. So South Haven, Memphis, pretty much same thing. All right. So got all of these, and look, hey, this is not the best welding I've ever done. Okay, by far not the worst welding I've ever done, but it's definitely not the best. But I guarantee you it'll hold till it breaks. So got all of this welded up, and going underneath these joints, that was underneath these things right here, that was weird. All right, got this whole side done there, and then I did, where's it at? Here it is. So I had some Rust-Oleum farm implement John Deere yellow, JD yellow. Did a little test spot, and I'm gonna have to say that's a lot more yellow than what I want. I don't really need a high-vis backhoe. I don't want it to look like that, but maybe like two shades darker than that. You know, I don't want it to be orange, like a yellowish orange like that. But that's I don't know if the camera's doing it justice, but that's a whole lot of yellow. So next on the agenda is this thing right here. So we got this right here, and that right there. So I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to clean some of this dirt out, and then I'm gonna take my torch and heat this up and just beat these mountains down. See, because it's kind of like cracking right here, and then it comes all the way across and cracks down here, you know, and a little bit right there. So I'm gonna try to get some of this dirt out, and then I'm gonna, like I said, take my torch, heat this up, and just beat it down and get as close as I can, and weld this up as much as I can. And then I'm gonna take a piece of angle iron and just put it on here, and then just weld it on both sides. And this down here, I don't know if there's any hope of saving it. Okay, like I could weld that, but you know, and I can beat this down flat. But like some of this, it's kind of past where it needs to be. I'm gonna do the best I can with it, but it's just kind of, look, and what's crazy, okay, I don't know, see all that mud and stuff in there, but then you go around and there's none in the bucket. So anyway, hadn't made it to the outriggers yet. Oh, and I'm using I know this backwards, but here, I'll turn it up. 7018 1 H4R 1/8 inch rod for all my welding on a Lincoln Electric 225 AC welder at 120 amps. I've had this welder for probably about 22 years, and it's still doing pretty good. Let's see. Is there any dirt up in here? Nope. No dirt. No dirt. Oh, and I'm gonna weld this side here in a little while. Weld the back side. So that's that. That's the back side of that. So, bloop. Wherever. Alright. Sorry. I'm feeling slightly better today. My wife is inside and very, very sick. So, yeah. So that's where we're at right now. My employee is also sick. We got probably 4 inches of rain yesterday. So the tree job that I'm working on right now, the ground is 100% saturated. Customer does not want me to tear up his yard. My employee's sick. I need to stay here with her anyway, in case, you know, she needs something. So yeah, we got her mom and dad babysitting the kids so she can get some rest, medicine, and just, you know, recoup. But yeah, it's the strep is definitely going around. So anyway, give me a few minutes. I don't have my camera stand, otherwise I'd do, you know, some kind of time lapse or whatever. But yeah, give me, I'll be back in a minute.
Let the rain wash us now and fall softly on the ground. Let our hearts be open wide and bear the tears that will not dry. Let the clouds disappear, carry the sorrow that we hold so dear. Let our yearning take its time, find its place, we'll be fine. Find its place, we'll be fine. Let the rain wash us now and fall softly on the ground. Let our hearts be open wide and bear the tears that will not dry. Let the clouds.
So during the rain delay, I went and I got my wife, who is sick. Don't worry about my hair. 2 iced honey buns and some chocolate ice cream. Since then, and like I said, while I was waiting for it to stop raining, which now it's sprinkling again, like I said, right now it just rains every 6 hours. Just every 6 hours it's going to rain. Here's this. So there's that crack that I've welded up and, you know, ground down. And this piece of angle iron that I cut earlier is going to go right there. Just in between that rib and that rib. Welded up solid on top. Welded up solid on bottom. Hello, puppy dog. Yeah, clean up that grass for me. So that's to give that some more support so this doesn't break off again. So welded on the inside. Now put that there. Welded on the outside. Yep. That's what we're going to do.
Be back in a minute.
Alrighty, so we're back. The angle iron went good. Went really good. I'm happy with it. It took a lot of finagling. I had to heat it up with my torch and, you know, bend it into place, because this bucket, like, so this machine is a 95 model. It was built at the end of the year in 94. So it's gonna be a 95 model if you go by car manufacturer standards. Anyway, so got all the angle iron put on, got all the top welded up, got all the angle iron welded all the way around. Welded several other cracks, which I'll just show you. So here's the bottom side. And before you talk about my welding, look, I don't claim to be a welder. I'm just pretty much like a farmhand, and if you know, if something breaks, I can try to fix it. But so there's that piece. That piece had a big crack right there, so welded that up. There's that piece. This piece was horrible. That piece, you know, so okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 in the 4 sections. Back around the other side, you can see welded those over there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but yeah. So there, went all the way around, got all the top welded up. Do have one hydraulic cylinder that's dripping right here. This one, it's dripping a little bit. Not gonna too much worry about that right now. My biggest issue is this Grand Canyon of a crack that we have right here. And as you can see, this has been welded before. Like, that's a previous weld and it's separated. And I mean, this is, you know, I mean, this is 5/8, 1 inch, you know. I don't like it. I was debating on whether even to fix it or not. But pretty sure what I'm gonna do, because I can't, my OCD can't leave it, is I'm gonna cut out a plate. And this is kind of weird because the bucket's kind of at an angle, so I'm gonna cut out a plate, and I'm just gonna come over here, right here. I can't even see the screen because the sun's so bright. I'm gonna come over here, over, down, probably to like right here, and back across with a plate. So it'd be, that's gonna be about 16. It's about 16 inches by, call it 8 inches. Yeah. So just one solid plate here, up, down, you know, just one just solid plate just sitting right here. I'm gonna weld it all the way around and call it good. All right. So that's about the best thing I know to do about it, other than just finding another used bucket and putting it on here, which probably will do somewhere around about 3 years from now. I want to make this one, I want to make this one where, sorry, I'm still getting over a little sickness. But my goal is to just make this one just to get by. I don't plan on using this bucket that often. I've got a bucket that goes on my tractor just fine. So if I need it, you know, If I need a bucket, I've got that one, but this one's got a bucket. So I'm trying to do like the best, cheapest thing that I can do right now. To get this one by. And this machine is not going to be used every single day. Okay, this machine may be used once a month. Maybe. So, you know, yeah, it's just not. Oh, another thing is, all this steel, the angle iron, the flat plate, all this is steel that I had left over from other projects that I've already done. I've already bought, paid for. So just the only thing that this has cost me so far is my time, the electricity to run my welders, you know, the gas and the rods and the wire. If you want to look at it like that. Did go through and grease the entire machine, all 92.5 grease fittings, or zerks, or whatever you want to call them. Yep. Yeah. All right. So this is Backhoe rebuild part 2, finishing up bucket. I'm on my next video. I'll show you what I did on this front bucket, because I know I can't leave it like that. I'm gonna have to do something. Part 3 will be probably doing the outriggers and starting the paint. So there you go. Y'all have a blessed day. Deuces, homies, and remember, Jesus loves you. I think I said that backwards, but remember, Jesus loves you, and deuces, homies. Yeah, there you go. All right. See y'all.